network is really okay, thank God. If you go to 1 week, you notice that it has 3 more days before it breaks out. So 1 week will give you a full confirmation if you are to continue a sell or if this will close up here. So me particularly this week, I don't think I will want to trade US oil because this zone is very, very sensitive. The reason why it's sensitive is it could be a fake out telling buyers that okay, we are moving on, because we look at RSI is showing us that price is already on the 62. Let me show you here. It's already showing us that the price is on 62, so buyers are strong. And second confirmation for buys is that this resistance, this 1, 2, 3, let me make it bigger. So this resistance has had 3 touches, but the third touch it broke out. This is like 2 reasons why buyers now will want to buy again. But now to sellers now, they'll be like, okay, oh, it has been on a downtrend. This support has been broken out, so it's likely to respect this place and keep going down. That's one. That's one confirmation. Second confirmation for sellers, moving average EMA is like price is below EMA, which means we are still on the selling pressure. Now, if you go and use Fibonacci tool to like check out from the what is it called again? Lower high to the period to the last lower low that happened. You notice that price is at the golden zone of Fibonacci, and it seems to be respecting it. So for me, I will want to see what this candle and the next candle will do. So I wouldn't want to trade US oil throughout this week. Yeah, I won't want to trade US oil throughout this week. I want to see what will happen around this area. If it comes back here, then I can now look for my sales. If it breaks out, I can now look for my buys. But for now, I'll just pay attention to fundamental analysis and know what will be happening around this zone technically. So if you notice, this is showing you, okay, let me jump to 4 hours so you see it better. So if you notice now on the 4 hours, it's showing you that you see this place, sellers they here, there are sellers here. That's the reason why they're pushing it all down. So let's say you saw that breakout, the one I showed you, let me show you. Let's say because you drew your support and resistance correctly, let me move to daily again. Sorry, my network is really bad. So because you saw this momentum push to the downside, your mind is already telling you that this zone is critical. You get this particular zone now is critical. Sellers will be there. That's one. Secondly, because I use Fibonacci to draw it, it's currently in the fifth and golden zone, Fibonacci golden zone. So sellers too might be there. Now, if I want to take, if I had wanted to take that trade, let's jump down to 15 minutes. Let me see if I will see something good there. If now, okay. So if I wanted to take that trade, you see this move. Let's say this is this is a support. Let me go to line check and show you properly. This is a support. Let me use this horizontal ray. So this is a support here that was also broken. This is a support that was broken. Now this is I'm back to my candlestick. If you notice, you see how it's respected. It broke up, touched this particular resistance we saw on the daily. Because it's a higher time frame, we know this is strong. Now it has given us 2 strong momentum candle again, but it's rejected here, rejected. Me personally, I would want to wait for a breakout of this place with a full candle sell candle, which is this. You get some people who want to enter aggressively. Entering aggressively is in 2 types. There are some that will enter from here with their take profit on this line. Some will even want to take profit on just when it gets to this moving average. But some people will also want to take it till it gets to this previous resistance that was broken out on the higher time frame. If you can remember, I showed you this line now on a trend line support and resistance ahead. So with their stop loss probably here. Do you understand? Some people will do that this is an aggressive entry. Second medium aggressive entry is something like this. Some people will enter from here. Do you get? Some people will enter from here with their stop loss. You get? With their stop loss above this place and their TP here. Now, some people we'd also want to enter on the closing of this candle, because this is also a nice proof that sellers have kicked in. But I personally would want to expect this before I sell. Remember, on the daily it's looking small, yeah. But remember that we know that this is inside. All these things are happening inside the golden zone of Fibonacci. You get on the higher time frame, and also the rectangle tool I drew is also a proof that sellers are around there, like it's already a support stones resistance. So I'll be expecting, since I've marked this smaller resistance that has been broken out, but it came back. So this is like it came back here to show us that okay, sellers are back in the game. You get, so on the daily, this place is now a resistance. Before it was a support, but it's now a resistance. Also on the daily, this is the golden Fibonacci golden zone, which was respected. Yeah. So, but I would, if I want to enter safely, I want to wait for a retest here before doing what? Selling. So I usually trade support and I usually trade supply and demand too. So so let's say this is, you already know now, this is a supply zone. Sorry, I was reading what was showing on my screen. So this is a supply zone for me. This is a, because of this momentum push to the downside, this is also a supply zone, but I would prefer to take this. But if price comes up here, this is a good trade though to enter after checking your fundamental analysis. If price comes back here or here, okay, let's say here, I would sell to this place. Do you get? But I'll also look for a confirmation here before I sell. But those who trade support and resistance traditionally, most of them will look for selling around this breakout that has happened here. They wait for price to like come back. If you notice, price is already going up, so they wait for price to come back to this broken support that is now turning to a resistance before they do what they sell. So this is what their trade will look like. They retest to this place, they sell all the way down.